night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go.
You just arrived at your house and went to your room. You throw yourself in your bed and ask, "How is Kate?" You said since she was absent because she had a high fever. Your university has a protocol that if the student has a fever or the student feels sick, they should not come to school for 1 week because it is in the COVID protocol healthcare. You took your phone and text Kate if how is she? Later on she replied and texting each other until your conversation reaches about love. Thinking of you keeps me awake. Dreaming of you keeps me asleep. Being with you keeps me alive. This is so nice, right? You said to Kate after sending the love quote. You and your best friend like sending love messages to each other. Yes, I like it, but read this. This is so good. Love is always patient and kind. It is never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited. It is never rude or selfish. It does not take offense, and it's not resentful. Love takes no pleasure in other people's sins, but delights in the truth. It is always ready to excuse, to trust, to hope, to endure, whatever comes. Well, it is true, but people nowadays think that love is just 3 words. But texting Kate, you receive another text, but it's not from Kate, but from the president of the university, which is also your classmate. The cold guy named Jeon Jungkook. What's wrong with him? Why all of a sudden he texted me? You ask yourself as you check his message. The other students have already paired, only you and me hasn't for the project. Do you want me to be your partner? Oh shoot, I forgot about the project. Can we talk about that when we met? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit busy. You said and sent it to him. But, instead of sending it to Jungkook, you made a mistake. You sent it to Kate because your brain is busy thinking of love codes. After that, you thought of love codes and sent to Kate. But you mistakenly sent to Jungkook. Your message for Kate you sent to Jungkook, and the one for Jungkook you sent to Kate. Meanwhile, Jungkook got shocked while staring at his phone and after reading your reply. I fell in love with your courage, your sincerity, and your flaming self-respect. And it's these things I believe in, even if the whole world indulged in wild suspicions that you wasn't all you should be. I love you, and it is the beginning of everything. Later on, Jungkook received another text from you. Kate, are you still there? Then finally, he realized that the message is not for him. But Jungkook used that opportunity to ask you some question. YN, what do you think of Jungkook? Jungkook asked. And because you thought that it was Kate, and you are so stupid that you didn't even notice that it was Jungkook, not Kate, you reply. Jungkook? Well, there is no denying that he is really handsome, talented, smart, and it really suits for him to be the school president. That's why I vote him too. Actually, I have a little crush on him before. Jungkook eyes widen and he is smiling like a crazy bunny while reading your text. But he suddenly got disappointed when he read the word before. Before? Why? How about now? After he sent his reply, he saw you that you are typing something. Now? I don't know. He looks scary. The way he looks at me, the way he gazes at me like I did something wrong to him. And he's not sweet and caring person, not like you, know. Maybe that is the reason why I lost my crush on him. Wow, so it means her crush now is Yoonwoo and not me anymore? Aish! Jungkook said and threw his phone to his bed. You were wondering why Kate stopped texting you. You thought maybe she was asleep, so you just ignored it and went downstairs to eat, since you are feeling hungry. Since Kate was not there, her seat was vacant. Later on, Jungkook came in the classroom. He looked around and when he saw you, he smiled and came to you as he sat on your side. You were surprised. Of course, first he smiled. Second, he sat next to you. Good morning, he said, and handed you a milk and sandwiches. You gazed on him while asking, "What is this?" "I made that for you," he replied. That made you confused. Why Jungkook suddenly acting like that? What's wrong with him? Did he eat something bad? YN. Uh-huh. I already told Professor Lee that you are my partner in his project. I'll pick you up this weekend to take a good picture, okay? Do I have a choice? No. I wish my partner is Yoonwoo. Did you said something? Nothing. Lunch break. You were eating alone when you saw Yoonwoo walking towards you. You secretly smiled and slowly kicked the chair so he could see that there was a vacancy next to you. But you got annoyed when Jungkook suddenly appeared and sat next to you. Why are you only eating that? Are you on a diet? Diet is not my thing, you said and took a bite of your food because you got annoyed on him. You were busy chewing your food until you saw Jungkook raise his hand and bring it closer to you. Later on, you felt his finger touch the side of your lips. You just gulped your saliva and froze on what he did. You have a sauce on your lips, he said and smiled. And because of that, you suddenly got hiccups. You took your phone and ran to the bathroom. What's really wrong with him? I think he's crazy. Or he's sick? He's acting weird and strange. He's not the Jungkook that I know. Why he suddenly became sweet and caring? Ah, Jungkook, you're driving me crazy. Time skip. You were walking out of the campus to go home since your class is done, as you saw Jungkook. His car was blocking right in front of the gate, and when he saw you, he smiled at you. What is this? Did he show me that he has a car? He stood up and came closer to you. He touched the tip of your finger while saying, "I send you home." You step back and say, "No, I'm okay. I'm fine," as you run away from him. He's getting worse. Wait, maybe he's a member of a cult, and that's why he was nice to me to win my heart, because he wants me to be an offering. I need to be careful with him. When you entered the classroom, Jungkook wasn't there yet. You look around and saw Claire sitting alone, and the seat next to her was vacant. So you thought of sitting there so Jungkook couldn't sit next to you, since Claire was already there. After some time, Jungkook came. He looked around, and the moment he saw you, he smiled and walked close to you. You can't sit beside me now. But Jungkook made you realize that you are wrong, because he approached Claire and asked her if Claire could move seats. Of course, Claire agreed, since Jungkook is the president and almost all students respect and follow him. What is the problem of this guy? You said, as you took your book and covered your face while pretending that you are reading book. YN. YN. You purposely ignore him and continue on what you are doing and hiding your face on the book. But Jungkook suddenly snatched the book. What? Let's eat lunch together later. Sorry. My sister is already eating with me later. Sister? I thought you're the only daughter. I mean, she's not my real sister, but I just call her sister because we are close. Oh, right. We are so close. Lunch break. You are going to the cafeteria. When you remember what you told Jungkook, that you were going to eat with your sister, you don't want to be called a liar, so you just bought food and ate on the rooftop. You are eating your food while cursing Jungkook on your mind. Because of him, you are eating alone in the rooftop. Until someone speaks at your back. Why are you eating here alone? You look back and saw Yunwoo. Because of the fresh air? You, what are you doing here? You ask. I saw you coming here, so I follow you. Yunwoo replied. Meanwhile, Jungkook is looking for you, but he can't see you. He asked the students if they see you, and one student said that he saw you going to the rooftop. So Jungkook went there, but he got surprised after seeing you and Yunwoo having a great time. Sister? So you call Yunwoo sister now? Again, you are walking going to the gate to go home, as you saw Jungkook again in front of the gate. If last day he is sitting on his car, now he is sitting on his big bike. But he's not smiling this time. His looks are very different. He looks at you in a scary way, like he wants you to throw to Mars. You feel goosebumps on his stairs, so you avoid him and walk quickly. But Jungkook blocked your way. He slowly comes closer to you and whisper, "Hush, hush, hush." You just look at him straight in his eyes after hearing him. What did you say? To be continued. What Jungkook told to YN.